whatever it is. No one wants to put in the work because it requires you to actually put in the work, right? So posting every day, posting some content here and there. It's gonna take a while to obviously see results, right? See the progress that you can get with an Instagram page. So the book I would highly recommend you all read is called Straight Line Leadership. It literally goes into exactly this what I'm talking about, where you take ownership out of your fucking life. Take ownership of your life. 100% a key thing in your current life, because ownership will get you places that money, happiness, anything will not get you there. Because the thing is, the ownership, yeah, exactly, straight line leadership. Yep, exactly. I'm gonna actually share the ebook right now in the, let's see, in the resources channel as well, where I also shared the 80 consulting ebook before. I'm just gonna share it with you guys real quick. Straight line leadership. This is it. Just drop a yes in the chat if you received that. If not, then I will try to send it again in the resources chat. So in the community, if you scroll up a little bit, type yes if you received it or saw the book or the ebook, because I shared it in the resources channel. So just above the Mastermind Replay channel. Yes. Okay. Cool. Then yeah, that book is so fucking powerful because it literally goes into the stance you take in life, right? So look at sports, look at like football or whatever it is, right? Look at the stance you take. Even with fucking golf, I mean, the people who take a certain Kelly, I can't hear nothing. Try to attach your mic slash headphones. So it's basically like your the stance you take in life, but also in sports, right? Because in sports, what happens is with the stance you take is that determines the outcome you have, right? So for example, with golf, if you take a super concentrated stance, you will be more likely to then score or hit the ball in a really good direction or way or whatever it is, right? So at the end of the day, with for example soccer or whatever it is, the stance determines your outcome, right? 1000% the case, especially in all areas of your life, because the stance, what it basically creates is the position and the actions you take, but also the way you move towards those actions, right? So let's say you look at the stance you take right now. It could be one where you don't take extreme ownership. Only thing you do is that you just sit around on your fucking ass and basically look at all the tasks you need to do throughout the day and don't do the tasks. So it's also a very funny example where people don't feel shit because they don't do the to-dos, but it's basically they feel shit because they know they should have done X, Y, and Z today, but they deliberately chose not to. So it's not like you don't feel shit because you don't do your to-do, right? You feel shit because you choose deliberately not to do your to-do for that day. That's basically what the main difference is. Because at the end of the day, if you look at your life, how many fucking to-dos do you have? I mean, just ask yourself. You have to get a car, you have to get a license, you have to marry someone, you have to get kids or not, whatever, right? So you have all kinds of to-dos throughout your whole life. So at the end of the day, if you truly feel bad about not doing your to-dos, everyone would just kill themselves. Everyone would be depressed just because you have so many to-dos, right? So at the end of the day, you should look at the things you know you should have done for that day and not the things that you need to do in your life. Kelly, try to go to settings and unplug / close any other apps that may use your mic. Alright. So we're gonna first start off where we left off last week with the theme page process. Can everyone see my screen? Type a yes please in the chat if you can see my screen, so I know that you need admin for messages like those. Haha. You need an admin for messages like those. What do you mean exactly, Misha? Not sure what you mean. Yes. Okay, perfect. Then we're gonna get into it. So where we left off last week, where we started talking about like launching your account, right? So choosing your niche, sub niche, color scheme, content pillars, whatever. But at the end of the day, your page isn't just made up out of those few things. You should actually realize that your page is made up out of so many different things, which also includes this, but not just this. So for example, your offer, the scaling, positioning, selling, improving, whatever it is, it's all just a result of the things you choose. So let's say you choose to start a page around business or whatever it is. then the thing is the scaling and obviously the positioning and obviously your offer and everything has to do with it as well. So let's look at obviously the selling and improving, right? We obviously talked about outbounds and inbounds, what the difference is. Can someone like text in the group chat what are outbounds and what are inbounds? Please explain it to me again. I completely forgot. No, I'm joking. It's just a test for you guys. Please share what are inbounds and what are outbounds. Yeah, not to mess up the call by answering. To not mess up call by answering. Oh yeah, I know. Thank you, man. A person who's dealing with problems. Yeah, I know. Thanks, man. Thanks. Always you guys helping out the team members and obviously the private clients. Can I use my phone for this? What do you mean exactly? Outbounds when you reach out? Yeah, exactly. Outbounds is what you receive. Yes and no. So outbounds is the first initial message or the first initial action you take. So the actual exactly first one. That's basically called an outbound, where you do it yourself first, right? So an inbound is someone who takes the action first to you, right? So they choose to do the action to you. So for example, they give you their like, they give you their comment. But if you comment on someone else's like page or content or whatever it is, then you give their like, you give your comment to them, right? So that's the main difference. Let's see, sales process, DMs, calls, link in bio, website, or calls, right? So the main two obviously outcomes are your link in bio and obviously the DMs. Those are the two areas you can actually sell something in. Very important to understand because in that way you structure everything in regards to selling and especially with what you're going to sell. So the question next is, what the fuck are you going to sell? So you can sell your own product or service, you can do promotions, you can do affiliate marketing, you can do a whole bunch, but you have to always ask yourself the question, how are you going to be different? And be creative. Think as if you could achieve anything with your offer. Think super creativity, like just write it out, like write it all out on a piece of paper, make a killer ass offer. Just ask yourself the question, would I pay X, Y, and Z for this, or even 10 times the amount? Yes or no, right? Ask yourself the question for yourself as well. And you can even ask your parents, you can even ask people around you, would you pay X, Y, and Z for this offer? And try to explain the offer to them as well, to then see if they can actually understand. Because if, let's say, those people are your target audience, so for example, 45-year-olds or your parents or whatever it is, ask yourself and those people the questions of, would you buy this program, yes or no? And obviously if they would say yes, or the product or service you're selling, then if they would say yes, then ask them why, right? Explain it to them and see if it all makes sense for them and if they understand, because then you know what you should improve based on your explanation, based on your pitch, based on everything. So let's look at partnerships, collaborating. Shout out for shout out. Yeah, obviously that's one of the other ones that you can obviously do. Partnerships are really good to obviously scale your business, but at the end of the day, you should start off with just a basis for yourself, and then from there, just move more forward. Let's see. So scaling and positioning, super important as well. So scaling can basically go in the different ways, right? It can go in the way of you buying the traffic, so you buying ads, you buying promotions on different pages, you buying pages yourself, etc., right? So I have an ebook I want to sell and I got views but no sales. How do I increase conversions? Very good question. So in terms of the ebook, ask yourself, what makes your ebook 10 times more valuable or 100 times more valuable than someone else's ebook? Like, ask yourself that. What makes your ebook so super amazing cool that that people want to buy it instead of someone else's ebook? Like, literally just ask yourself that question, because that question will then get you to actually understand, well, maybe it wasn't so valuable as I thought it was, right? So in the eyes of people, they all look at your ebook as just another ebook. They don't give a shit about what you sell, right? They all think, what can I get out of this program or ebook or community or whatever it is, right? You could even sell a community if you want to. I could even make these calls paid if I really wanted to, but I don't want to, because I all want you to make your first 1K just with these free calls, right? So at the end of the day, it comes down to you understanding, what do the people want? What do the people that you actually want to sell to want? And the one way to find this out is literally by asking them. So this is a very powerful concept where we actually help our private clients do this in a way with a framework. I actually shared the framework in the chat for all the private clients that are also attending this weekly seminar as well. You can literally scroll up in the chat and you can find it. But for obviously you guys, you need to create a sort of frame. So for example, certain questions you ask your target audience, right? So you can hop on a call with them, on a Zoom call, whatever. You can record the meeting and then ask them certain questions around you, for example, selling your offer, or you creating your offer, or what makes you different. Why do they want to buy? Why did they find it important? Like, dig out all the pain points, dig out the things they actually truly desire, and not just get to the outcome, right? Because making more money, growing more followers, it's all the outcome, the reward of you making that transformation. So what we do with all of our clients, we look at them all personally, right? We all look at every single person personally, because with doing that, you have to understand you are running the business. No one else is running the business for you. You are running the business. So ask yourself the question of, well, am I actually the correct person right now to be able to run a business to 10K a month, 100K a month, 1K a month, whatever it is, right? The revenue is just the outcome of you doing the business and running the business. So ask yourself the question, let's say you would make 10K a month right now. Would you be able to handle that? Would you be the person right now to be able to handle that? Ask yourself that question. And if the answer is no, then focus on becoming that person. Literally. Because if you can't have the discipline, if you can't have the consistency to be able to hold up the actions you need to take on a daily basis to make 10K a month, then you're not going to get there. And obviously you might ask yourself, well, Alex, it's all fun and games, but I don't know how to get to 10K a month. Well, start off with watching all the videos in the program, or in this free community. Like, literally go into the community, go to grade 1, watch all the videos, take notes, implement all the shit I teach, and then just do it. Just start. Don't ask yourself all these questions with, oh, my logo is not perfect, oh this, oh that. Like, that's what we obviously cover in these fucking calls. If you don't do shit, I'm not going to give you feedback or tips. I'm just going to say, well, you need to start, you need to start, you need to start, you need to start, because you actually just need to fucking start. Quit having all these fucking excuses of, oh, and all these fears of, maybe if it wasn't able to work out, or what if I would spend an hour per day, oh, that would waste my time, and blah, blah, blah. If you have so much resentment against becoming an entrepreneur and spending your time and feeling that you could waste it, don't do it. Like, just don't do it. Like, continue with your 9 to 5. Don't seek for more in life. Like, just stay the same as you are right now. And again, I do want to obviously put that in as well, where a 9 to 5 isn't bad, because a 9 to 5 can provide you a lot of different insights to what you do as well, right? But it depends per person. And what I want to do with this community, I want to create a relentless community that just focuses on becoming the best version of themselves. And I believe if you want to become the best version of yourself, a 9 to 5 is not going to help you get you there 1000%. And the reason being is because you're basically trapped. You're basically trapped from a certain time to a certain time at a certain place. That's basically what a 9 to 5 says to me. And of course, the subject matters, your passion, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you're still going to be there, even if you have the most passionate 9 to 5. Please share your thoughts about the 9 to 5, or the concept of a 9 to 5 in the chat as well if you want to. Just to get some more perspectives on it. Maybe a few people in the chat already listening to this have a 9 to 5. Just share your perspective. Share your perspectives in the chat on a 9 to 5. Why do you think a 9 to 5 is good? Why do you think a 9 to 5 is bad? Do you guys have a 9 to 5? Just say yes, no. Share some perspectives on a 9 to 5. I'm really interested to see what you guys think as well. Let's see. Several people are typing, yes, I have a 9 to 5. Well, Toast Steak or something like that. What do you think about it? What do you think of a 9 to 5? You mean a 6 to 17? Yeah, exactly. Yes, I do. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about it? Even private clients, even the team members, whatever, right? Obviously, there's my team is in this how do you say that, in this call as well right now. What do you guys think about it? Just ask yourself, what do you really like about a 9 to 5? Or what do you don't like about it? Awesome. Well, I love that, Misha. What does 9 to 5 mean? 9 to 5 basically means that you work from 9 in the morning till 5 p.m. in the evening. So typically it's just a job basically. So a 9 to 5 is literally just a normal job where typically you just need to be at your job at 9 a.m. and then leave at 5 p.m. 9 to 5, the comfort it gives you. Okay, 9 to 5 will never teach you anything in life but how to get better to get better at work, but when you work on yourself, you learn everything you experience in the journey. Yeah, exactly. And how do you think you'll be able to work on yourself in a better way? To actually have the freedom and time and effort and brain capacity to be able to do it. So a friend of mine basically explained it in a way of you waking up at the beginning of your day and you having 100 points, right? You have 100 points that you can spend, and you can call these points, you can call them energy, you can call them brain capacity, mental capacity, whatever it is, right? But you have 100 points at the beginning of your day. You choose where you put these points, in negative things or in positive things, in things you like, whatever. So let's say you have a job, right? You start your day, you go to your job, and then you put 60 because like the whole day consists of X amount of hours. Let's say the majority of your day you're in that 9 to 5, right? And you're in your job. Then you give 60 points, let's say, out of the 100 points you have throughout the day to your job. You basically say, okay, well, here's your 60 points, and then you have 40 left, right? So the job that you do, or whatever it is, even if it's college, doesn't give you happiness, right? So at the end of the day, if you put those 60 points into, for example, college, or into, for example, a 9 to 5 or whatever it is, like not doing something you actually love to do, then what happens is you're basically only left with 40 points that you can enjoy. So do you think you will be able to feel happy throughout the day while only having 40 points to spend into something positive? Well, probably not, right? Because the 60 always outweighs the 40. So this is so simple to understand, but it's literally based on perspective. Just paying the debt for your whole life, working just like a machine, you can't achieve what God has planned for you. Exactly. Even allowing yourself to meet God, even allowing yourself to learn who God is, where he came from, what he did, right? Everything. Like, we're not going to talk about religion in this call, but it's a very interesting topic as well, that I don't mind if someone here actually wants to take up a whole meeting, like a weekly session, just talking about religion. Like, I really don't mind, just because of the fact that religion is something that you obviously get into as well, right? If you have the time throughout the week, throughout the day, to be able to dive deep into religion with those points that I just named as an example, right? Then you can actually learn about it, and from there you'll be able to obviously learn more and obviously see more, create different perspectives, etc. So at the end of the day, a 9 to 5, I believe, is just capping your potential. Is capping your potential in life, and also what the things that you can possibly achieve. But as I said, it really comes down to your person, and that's why we also look at the people we actually work with our private clients as well. Who is this person, right? What do they stand for? What is their why? What is like the importances of them? What makes me Alex, you know? What makes Kimmy? What makes Akil? What makes Macho, right? Like everything. What makes Tim? What makes Misha? What makes Kelly, right? Everything. And understanding that, from there you create the whole basis for yourself to understand your why, understand why the fuck you do things in life, and then from there you can decide to create a business or not. Because understanding yourself happens to be step fucking number 1, and people start out at step number fucking 4, and then they ask themselves, well, fuck, I ended up at step 4, now I need to work on step 1 to 3, which feel like I'm going backwards, but truly you just started out way ahead of your curve, right? So at the end of the day, it's really important that you just try to understand yourself, and how you understand yourself is just by asking yourself questions. Asking yourself questions every day, asking yourself questions about your prior experiences, prior knowledge, prior life. Like, what were the, literally one basic question, right? What were the top 3 things you achieved in your life? What are the top 3 things that you achieved in your life? Write that down and just take time to think about it. It's not an assignment, not a to-do. Like, just think about it. Just take some time and literally, you can even write it down. Like, what are the top 3 things you guys achieved in your life? And you probably don't even know it right now, because your brain just cuts you off at a certain point with fear and doubt and whatever, right? And if you say nothing, it's just bullshit. It's just you trying to not think about it and not just block it off. Everyone has the top 3 things that they achieved in their life, even if it's for someone else, even if it's for yourself, even if it's money, games, whatever it is, happiness. Like, ask yourself, when were you the most happy in your life? And everyone has been happy. Otherwise, the people who weren't happy in their life wouldn't be here. They would literally be dead. So at the end of the day, you have to understand that this is so important. Ask yourself the simple questions to understand your why. Why do you find certain things important? Why do you go to the gym? Why do you put certain efforts into this? Why do you want to start a business? Why do you want to have financial freedom? What does financial freedom mean to you? Let's say you achieve that. What will you do with it, right? Why would you do that instead of that? Why would you go into this? What made you who you are? How do you perceive yourself? And be for real, right? Don't have this mental masturbation, right? By, for example, by looking at yourself and saying, well, I think I am the most productive guy, and blah, 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 I'm super good, and blah blah blah, and then you're just sitting in your room all day not doing shit and just gaming. Well, that's called mental masturbation, where you convince yourself of something that isn't true, and you're not facing yourself as the real person you are, and asking yourself the real questions with, who am I? Am I a lazy fuck? Am I someone who wants to achieve a lot of shit in life, but doesn't want to put in the work? Well, yeah, that's good to identify, because then you need to find a partner, or you need to deal with that. Ask yourself, why do I think that way? Why do I act that way? So understanding that why in a deeper way allows you to just do more throughout your day, and also achieve more in your life in general. So it's very interesting to just look at this from a different angle. Let's see, made my first $1,000, exactly, bought my first gaming PC, went to Switzerland. I mean, these are three great things. I mean, making my first money online was truly like amazing to me, because not just because of the money, but more like it opened up my brain so much. It opened up my brain that I thought making money through the internet was impossible. I didn't even know it existed. And then a guy just sent me $10 for a logo. I was like, what the fuck? And I made logos 24/7 just for fun, So that was the first moment, and I think it was in 2017 or something. I think I do still have a screenshot, and right now I'm making above 5 figures a month, right? So at the end of the day, you can achieve the things you want to achieve, and it's all through theme pages, by the way. Although also the things we're obviously talking about today. Gonna make my first 1,000 through IG theme pages. 100%, man. I know people making 100k per month through theme pages. I know people making $1 million a year from theme pages. I know people making 1k per month from theme pages. Your first 1k is very easy to make, but it's very hard to make as well. Let me rephrase it. It's very simple to make, but not easy. That's basically the phrase. What if someone faces himself but still does it? Well, then you ask yourself the question: have I described myself in the best possible way as well? Right? So you can ask yourself everything. You can ask yourself, why do I still do the things? Maybe it's because they don't like the thing they actually want to do, right? Because a lot of people convince themselves of finding something their passion, but they truly that's not their fucking passion. They just convince themselves of, yeah, well, I really like video games, and they repeat it throughout the day, and then it creates this whole persona. Well, you liking video games, or let's say running a business in, I don't know, gym, right? Then eventually what happens is you create that label for yourself, and then when you have the label, it's very hard to take it off. Same with going to college, same with thinking in a certain way, same with everything, right? If I, for example, am the weird kid in school, then it's very hard to take off that label of me being the weird kid in school. But it's also what you create for yourself, the labels you create for yourself. So what if someone faces himself but still does it? Then ask yourself the question: do you find yourself, or did you describe yourself in the best way possible that you truly are? Yes or no? Do you truly do the things you truly like to do? Yes or no? And then ask yourself the question, what are the top 3 things that I feel like are stopping me right now? And be true to yourself. So this could be surroundings, this could be your habits, right? So everything at the end of the day, everything you put into your mouth, your brain, what you consume, everything creates your reality. If you're watching porn all day, you can fuck off. You can't achieve shit. If you're watching porn all day, like don't expect you making 10k a month if you're just sitting on your phone watching people fuck each other and not actually pursuing something with passion. Even like it takes away so much of your energy, your feminine or masculine energy. It takes so much away. I'm not even kidding, right? Literally try to just go outside and scream. Be fucking weird, right? Do the things you think you don't want to do. Film them, send them in the community. I actually ordered a ice bucket, which I'm gonna actually sit in outside every single morning of my life, every single morning, and it's actually gonna arrive tomorrow. I'm gonna sit in it every single day. So at the end of the day, it's just challenging yourself every single day by looking at the things you want to do, looking at the things you don't want to do, and just doing it. And quit thinking. Quit thinking and just doing it. Same with, for example, you watching, let's say, the porn all day, right? It creates or it decreases your masculine or feminine energy. It decreases it like crazy. Your whole vision and perspective on women and life and relationships just boom goes away. Just boom. It just shadows. It just disappears. Just because you look at people doing it, right? So this is also a very interesting topic in human psychology. People like seeing other people do it as well. Not in terms of sex or whatever, but more in the terms of, for example, working out or being motivated or doing this or doing that, right? So ask yourself, what kind of question or what kind of content do you truly like to see on Instagram? Maybe motivational content, right? So the content you, well, presumably like a lot are people or seeing people, for example, working out or lifting heavy weights or whatever, right? So what then happens is you're actually getting a dopamine kick from looking at another person doing it, and then you think, oh shit, I want to do it as well. I know I can do it. I've seen that person do it, so I have proof that can happen, and I want to do it as well. So it's all based on mirroring, right? As kids, we all mirror our parents. Literally, you are the copy-paste version of your parents. Ask yourself the question: how are your parents different than the things you do and the things you like look at throughout the day as well? Just ask yourself. So let's go further on with the presentation here. So we have launch account, page layout, your own content pillars. So page creation, choosing your username, name, bio. Then page layout, your content pillars, your account style, how much are you going to post, what are you going to post, and what the caption is going to look like. These are super important with obviously launching your account at the start. Then market research as well. Market research is one of the most underestimated things as well, because you need to understand who are your competitors, who are the people that you want to become like or want to be like as well. And you don't want to look at your competitors all day long. You don't want to do it. Because the reason being, and the fact remains, is that at the end of the day, you looking at your competitors is only going to get you to compare. And comparison is the thief of joy at the end of the day. So, researching your market will be one of the pillars to your future success. Knowing what works, choosing what you like, becoming more creative. So the long-term perspective and consistency, right? So you have to create a long-term perspective for yourself as well. Same with your life, same with everything. It will be important to maintain a long-term perspective with your account and what you create. That is why it is important to map out where you see yourself going, and from there, optimize your account accordingly. Creating a daily plan to stay consistent. That daily plan is super important. Create a little daily plan for yourself, doing this, doing this, doing this. And I even challenge you guys. Send a daily plan that you create for yourself in the community chat. Like tomorrow at the end of the call, whatever it is. Create a daily plan for yourself. Share it in the chat. Then we can analyze it all together, right? Because all these little questions in the community isn't going to allow me to give you true feedback. True feedback is given by you making a whole plan, sharing it with the community, and then me adjusting your plan accordingly. That's what I also like to do. I want to look at what you did yourself and not you taking the shortcut. I don't want you to want to ask some quick question. Oh, what are the top 5 hashtags that I can use? But whatever, right? You first have to put in the work. You first have to show me, hey, I actually want to do this. I actually want to do this. I actually want to do this. Share the plan with me, and then from there, I'll optimize it for you. So let's see, growth and offer, right? Organic growth, paid growth, and the balance between this. Setting up partnerships and connections will be important here as well. Shouted for shouted, collaboration posts, etc. Right? Organic growth and paid growth, two different things. Organic growth is basically where you interact with people with a certain creative perspective as well. You want to leave comments under your ideal followers' accounts, right? So your ideal follower is someone you want that they follow you, right? So this could be a 18-year-old kid from Germany that plays a lot of gym, right? That is a male, right? Then you can look at accounts while you engage in that way or that perspective. Oh, do I think that person resonates with me? And then what you can do is make a list of your competitor list, go to their followers, go to their likes, go to their comments, and engage with those people. Drop comments under the posts of not your competitors, but under the followers of the competitors, right? Because then what happens is, especially at the beginning, you attract those people. So what we do with our clients, we actually have a daily workflow that they implement on a daily basis every single day. So 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, 15 to 20 minutes in the afternoon, 15 to 20 minutes in the evening. So from there, you have a certain amount of people that always come to your page. So let's say you can interact with 300 people per time. then you have 900 new people coming to your page every single day. Well, times that by 7, right? So 6,300 people, 6,300 people coming to your page on a weekly basis. If your page is optimized, if your page looks nice with a nice layout, nice bio, nice everything, then yeah, you will get a shit ton of followers. I can even guarantee you that. Because there, the 6,300 people, right, times 4 is going to be 2,520 or 200 people, right? So 25,000 people on a monthly basis that see your page. And if you target them correctly, you could at least get 1,000 followers, at least 2,000, even 3 or 5,000 people to follow you. So then, after a month, you have a few thousand followers, maybe 5, right? Then maybe a few pieces of content blow up, then maybe this, then maybe that happens. So it's way easier to get followers than people think, but they just don't want to put in the work. And that's the main factor. And that's what I was talking about before. You need to change. You need to change the way you look at things. You need to change the way you look at the things you do currently in your life every single day. Look at every single action you've taken so far and ask yourself, do I truly think I'm going to do these actions? Do I truly want to do these actions? And if it's a no, don't do it, man. Get the fuck off the Discord, leave the Discord server and go somewhere else. Go to a gaming community and sit in games all day where you're not going to achieve shit, right? So the thing is, I'm willing to create a true community where I'm actually helping people and actually make their first 1K. But this is literally the basis. This is the basis, understanding yourself. And this is only the beginning. I mean, there's 23 people here out of 1,400 people in the community. And that just shows me how many people are actually committed to doing something, right? I've had hundreds of people saying to me, well, Alex, if you give me the roadmaps, I can achieve this, I can do this, blah, 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 blah. It's all bullshit. Actions speak louder than words. Understand that shit. Write it down. Tattoo it on your face. Whatever it is. Remind it to yourself every single fucking day. Record it in a voice message for yourself that you listen to every single day in the morning, right? I actually have a whole script that I wrote out for myself. And Misha, this is actually something you can actually do as well. Where you can make a whole document that you then ask yourself all the questions, right? You basically give all the answers with your why, what you do, etc. And then what you basically do is you basically do a text to speech. And then you listen to that recording every single morning. The first thing you wake up, you listen to that recording. You listen to the recording of who you think you are, who you think you want to become, who you think wants to put in the work, why you want to put in the work, what your most important factors are in life. Everything, man. Because then you remind yourself of the good shit every single morning instead of diving deep into your phone like a zombie and then feeling shit because you spent 2 hours on TikTok and then you don't have any dopamine points left for the day because you wasted it all on fucking TikTok, right? So then interaction stimulus, right? That's what we just talked about as well. Bro, I won't get those questions answered. Haha. I mean, I have no clue. Exactly, but that's the thing. You do have a clue. You're just scared to answer them. That's the thing. You need to grab a piece of paper. You just need to cut everything out. Get off the calls. Like, just don't do shit. Just pen, paper, room, chair. Sit down and just do the fucking thing. Write down who you are. Right? It's so important. Like, just write it all down. So at the end of the day, you need to define who you are. You need to define who you want to become. You need to define what changes you need to make for yourself in your life to become the person you want to become as well. And what actions are going to get you there, but also what actions aren't going to get you there. I mean, just even with the action of reviewing this fucking call, going and taking your effort to then visit a 1-hour call that I do completely for free. My time is worth money as well, guys. I'm making 5 figures a month. I could charge for this at least a couple of $100 if I wanted to, right? But I don't want to because I truly want to help a small group of people make money online, but it starts out with yourself. It starts out with looking at the things you currently do in your life, looking at the things that have gotten you to the point where you are right now, and looking at the things that won't get you to your end goal, 10K a month, 1K a month, whatever it is. Like even taking the fucking time to go to mastermind replays in the community and just reviewing the call, listening back to the call, like everything, right? The little things, mapping out your why, like everything. It's all based on your fear and all based on the illusion you've created for yourself that you're not able to do it or you have no clue, right? Same thing what you said, Misha. For the guys that don't know, Misha is obviously my team member, right? Bro, I won't get those questions answered. Haha, I have no clue. Well, you do, man. Quit the bullshit excuses. You do have a clue, but you just don't want to do it because you're scared to confront yourself, right? You just basically what you said with those two lines. You said, I am a pussy. I am scared. I fear it, right? And I don't want to call you out, but this is the fact. This is literally the fact, because you don't want to confront yourself with the things you don't want to do. Yeah, it's true. You got me. Exactly, but it's the same thing with everyone. It's the same thing with me. I didn't want to do it at the beginning as well, guys. Like, you have to understand, everyone's human, you know? No one's that different from each other. We all have fears. We all have these things that we grew up with, especially with, like, the values and the things we want to do and achieve in life. Same thing with you. I love you. Love you too, Misha. But the fact remains, you need to fucking confront yourself. You need to ask yourself those questions, and the hard questions as well, because the hard questions will allow you to then open up to the better stuff in life. Same here, especially with you and Tim as well. Like, with everyone. I mean, no one's different than one another. We only make different choices, and the choices are that I confront myself by writing down the things that I don't want to do, and like analyzing the things I do on a daily basis that don't get me to my 10k a month goal or 1k a month goal. Ask yourself, have you actually chosen to do the actions every single day for the last 6 months to try and make 10k a month? And the answer is probably going to be no. So you're all a pussy because you didn't do those actions. Ask yourself that. And also type in the chat, please, a yes for anyone who fears to confront themselves, who fears to ask themselves the real questions in life, and just writing it down because you fear of what you would answer, of you fear of who you are. Just type a yes if you feel the same way as Misha, the same way as Tim, right? Like what Misha basically said, bro, I won't get those questions answered. I have no clue. You're just saying you're a pussy. You're just saying that you just don't want to confront yourself. It's all the bullshit excuses we feed ourselves. Just type a yes if anyone can resonate with that. If not, you're all beasts. But I do believe that a lot of people will resonate with it. And the fun fact remains is that, yeah, exactly, maybe. This is literally what I was about to say. Like, a lot of people will hear this shit and will listen to me and then not send the message. Will not say yes or no because they're scared what other people think of them, right? So even with Kimmy, maybe. Your maybe is going to be a yes. It is a yes, but you're just scared to say yes. And you're not even scared to admit that you just want to not confront yourself. You want to keep doing the same things as well. There's only a handful of people that just say yes because they confront themselves. They look at the actual things they have done. How do you know? I know, man. I know. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Otherwise, you would be sipping cocktails in Spain, man. You would be on your beach and living your laptop lifestyle, etc. Like, everyone here wants to make their first 1k a month, wants to make their first this, wants to make their first that. But at the end of the day, it comes down to your actions. And you wouldn't be here right now listening to me explaining things if you were there already. So ask yourself, why aren't you there yet? Is it because of the information? Is it because of you? Is it because of the actions you've taken? Is it because of your surroundings, right? These are all factors that will not allow you to get to your goal. And at the end of the day, 9 out of 10 times, it's just you, because you are scared to invest. You're scared to take that step. You're scared to confront yourself with the actions you take, right? Same thing with you chilling and watching Netflix all day. Like, you're just scared to say that you're a fucking lazy bitch that didn't do the work you wanted to do that day. And it's fine. If you confront yourself and say, okay, I confronted myself, fine for today, I'm going to do it tomorrow, completely fine. Like, it's fine. You confronted yourself, you dealt with it, and then decided to do something different the day after. But if you still are doing the same thing and you're convincing yourself, well, yeah, I answered a few DMs, I did a few things here and there, yeah, I was productive, then you're going to feed yourself the same bullshit over and over, and you're going to feel shit. Because depression doesn't come from that shit of you not feeling good about the result and whatever. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the bullshit you feed yourself as well, the surrounding you create for yourself. I truly believe in the pure ownership, extreme ownership out of your life with everything. So at the end of the day, just read that book, Straight Line Leadership and Resources channel in the community. Just read it, and just go through it, and from there you'll be able to do everything. And let's see. In terms of the invites as well, if you guys, for example, feel like you guys want to, or like friends of yours or whatever, people you know would benefit from this community as well, feel free to just invite them. Like, I'm doing this for free right now. I'm not going to do this for free this whole year. So at the end of the day, you can decide to review all the calls you want. You can take all the notes you want, but I can promise you, you can make your first 1K a month if you actually do listen to what I say, but also listen and review to what I say. Not just listen to it for an hour and then be like, yeah, you got a point. Now I'm going back to my old life by chilling, playing video games, eating pizza, and hoping that I make 10K a month once, right? Not gonna happen. So really just analyze, ask yourself the questions, ask yourself the question of am I doing the things that are necessary for me to get to 10K a month? So question for you guys, do you believe right now you are doing the things that will allow you to get to 10K a month, right? If that's a common goal, type a yes or a no. Yes or a no in the chat. No, yes, not really. See, Kimmy, you're still answering with doubt, man. Doubt creates nothingness. So, also interesting topic, obviously, with doubt. Doubt is basically a 50-50, right? It's basically yes or no. It's a right or a left. It's a blue or red, whatever it is, right? Black or white. It's not one thing. So, by not choosing, you choose shit. Because if you, for example, choose yes or no, you never know if it's going to be a success or a failure. And for failures, you learn. And for successes, you learn as well. But you also become a success, right? But with doubt, you have shit. You don't have nothing to learn about. Let's see. Not really, not enough. Just making 1,000 currently. Work drains me too much. Same with me, but with school. Okay, yes, kinda. Same with you. For example, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. Liwit Mila or something like that. Kinda. You know, you create doubt for yourself. Doubt is the worst thing you can do for yourself. Truly. Just because it creates shit. It doesn't create right or left. It doesn't create black or white, red or blue, yes or no. It creates maybes, right? Is a maybe going to get you somewhere? No, because no one wants to work with people that are unsure. If, let's say, a boss asks you the question, do you want to get this job? And you answer maybe, and then the exact same person as you answers the question with a yes, who do you think the boss is going to choose over you? Well, the person who was determined to say yes with confidence, with leadership. They said it with power, right? So, defining the outcome. What is the outcome of your offer and how soon can these people get to it, right? The trick here is to shorten the time to the outcome as much as you can. Really, analyze this, really confront yourself with this, especially with your whole offer. Defining the platforms and software. This can be found out through surveys. Usually, it will depend on your client avatar, right? So, let's say you want to create a community. Literally just to interview the fucking people you're going to sell to. If you have an audience of 10K people or 10K followers or even 1K followers, send 10 DMs to all the followers per day, right? So that equals to 70 DMs at the end of the week, right? And just say, hey, thanks for the follow, name or whatever. What made you follow me? Start a conversation. So at the end of the week, you probably have 70 conversations going. Not everyone will respond. So you may have 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever, right? So at the end of the day, you only need 5 to 10 interviews to just schedule to then get more information. Ask them, okay, let's say I was to build a program around gym. I'm not going to sell you or anything like that. Let's say I was to build a program around gym, right? Gym content or whatever it is. What platform in terms of community or what value or what this or what that would be valuable to you? Ask these people questions. Make a whole list of questions. Ask your top 10 followers, ideal client followers, whatever it is. Ask those people, record the meetings, take the notes, and then make your offer a killer offer. Because from there, you have data to actually just base it off of. You don't have like a guess, right? So what people do, especially in business, the most common mistake is they guess. They guess, well, yeah, I think my followers will like this, right? I think this will sell. Have you actually asked them yourself? Have you actually asked them what do they want, right? So the question here is, how do you ask them? Well, obviously through the DM. But you can also do it through a story, having a certain survey or a poll or whatever it is, right? You can literally just do that. You can ask yourself the question of what kind of polls do I need, putting that poll up on your story, noting down the answers, noting down the data, and then from there making decisive actions towards your offer. Your offer is the easiest thing you can create, but it's also the most amount of work because a killer offer isn't created overnight. So selling and improving, right? Trust, urgency, curiosity, authority, credibility, and know-how. These are literally the components that people need before you actually can sell something to them. So first they need to know how, right? So know how it's all done, the process, whatever. Same with you guys. You don't trust me for shit to help you make your first 1K because you just don't know me. But I've been able to grow 4.6 million followers, run a team of 7 people, made a shit ton of money with this. I mean, I have nothing to prove. And also nothing to lose. I just want you guys to make your first 1K a month by just consuming all the content I teach, asking a shitload of questions in the community, and then from there being able to grow. So curiosity, spiking curiosity through the marketing, not showing all the details and keeping a main outlining of the things. If I want to get clients for my own coaching, I will not explain the exact detail that they get, but what the main things that they can find most important. So support, community, value, right? So value can be translated to video modules or scripts or whatever. And then obviously support can be translated to coaching. So one-on-one support, a group support, whatever. And then the community can be a Discord server, a Facebook group, a Telegram group, whatever, right? Then authority credibility is based off of your results. And let's say you have 0 results. Do free consultation calls. Do 15-minute free consultation calls on their social media. Give them a shit ton of value. Record the call, share the call recording, and then from there, use them as a result or a testimonial, right? Hey there, thank you for following me. I was just curious what made you decide to follow me. I appreciate your support. Would love to. Yeah, so the thing is, you want to not have the dots, right? This is super formal, the message you basically sent. This is a super formal message. You want to keep it low-key. You want to talk in the same language as they speak. Hey, what's up, man? I saw you just drop me a quick follow. Thanks for the follow. Send. What made you follow me, by the way? And then I have a few spelling mistakes as well, right? Because you don't want to let it come off as a copy-paste message. Basically, what you can do is use it as a saved reply. In Instagram, there's an option to do saved replies where you have multiple messages that you could send just by shortcut. So you can just type in number 1 or MS2 or MS3 or whatever it is. And then from there, you have that shortcut that you can just, boom, analyze. Or sorry, that you can, boom, just send. So with authority credibility, you create it by just doing a shit ton of consultation calls. If you don't know shit, if you don't have the skill, build up the skill by just learning, investing into a mentor or attending the calls like this, right? Actually understanding what I say by consuming everything, watching back everything, taking notes, sharing the notes, making a plan, sharing the plan in the community. And even if it's dog shit, quit having that fear. Quit having the bullshit shit that you think about with, oh, what if I share my plan and Alex just shits all over it? Well, he shit over it because it needed to be shit over. Otherwise, it would be a good plan that you would have already made a shit ton of money or followers, right? So at the end of the day, everyone just needs to start. Everyone just needs to start their page, start what they're doing, start making some money online, and especially just start doing the things they want to do, right? So what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. What made you follow my page? No, don't have it like that because it kind of looks, it's better. But basically what I would do is split it up into 2 messages. Say like, hey, name, hey, Macho, what's up, man? And then have what's up with a few P's, right? So something like this. I'll just type it really quickly in the chat for you. What's up, my man? Thanks for the follow. And then have curious, what made you follow me? Right, this seems much more human than just that copy-paste message with capital letters, stuff like that. Is it possible to do promotion with 10K page? Hard to say. I wouldn't do it. I would just focus on like building your own service or product that you can then sell, but also collecting a lot of feedback, doing a lot of like consultation calls, collecting a lot of feedback from other people, and then just like, yeah, basically doing it like that. Then we're going to get into some page analysis just because I do have to finish this meeting off. There's obviously like a shit ton of slides I'm still going to present to you in the next weeks. And like a lot of this information is already shared with you in grade 1, grade 2, etc. And for the people that are a beginner role here with a blue name, basically what you can do is go to grade 1 and then all the way at the bottom it says level up here, press the green emoji, and then from there you'll advance to 2nd level, which is advanced, where you get an orange name, and the orange name will allow you to see more video modules, right? So if I go to Discord right now, I can actually just show you. So here we have all the private clients as well. So here, community, this is us, right? We're all in the meeting right now. So you have, let's see, all the way at the top, you have free course beginner. This is what you see. Then you have start here. You just go through the information, go to our mission, understand why I do certain things, go to the Instagram, follow the Instagram, then go to grade 1. There's a video here, grade 2, video here, grade 3, video here, grade 4, video here. Then go to level up here, press this emoji, right? This little green tick, then the blue will close and the orange will open, and then you will have different videos, right? What are we going to research? How to make money with pages, how to scale this model to the moon, how to 10x your revenue, right? 0 to 150k followers, a client interview, and then Joshua, who's made €1 million fucking with Instagram pages. So, page analysis. Drop your pages right now. We only have like 5 minutes left, although it's basically overdue time. Ask your questions, drop your pages, boom, 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 boom. Do you know why my views don't reach? Don't drop a link, drop your page name so I can copy paste it. Okay, let's see. The question is, do you know why my views don't reach 2k? They're stuck at 1.7. Every reel gets the same views. Well, the thing is, you have 147 followers, right? So the thing is, virality and views get created by the amount of followers you have. The more followers you have, the more you engage with people, the more followers you get, and from there, the more people will see your page, but also like your content. So the more followers you have, the more views you get. And at the end of the day, you have to understand that the engagement strategies on a daily basis are going to get you to getting more followers, not posting content every day. Posting content every day is basically just hoping that you go viral. And then from there, what happens is when you go viral, that's when everything becomes super interesting. And the reason why this worked better is because of the style, the layout, the virality, etc. Like literally go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Alex Thompson right here. Go to my YouTube channel. Watch this video, the last video, obviously give it a like. Discover the secret to going viral on Instagram. Like, literally watch this video. Go to here, the VRSA system. That's literally what we use for all of our private clients, people who are getting hundreds of thousands of views. Use this system, understand this system, especially with like gathering content and stuff like that. But overall, I feel like your page is doing good. Start engaging more and yeah, sounds good. Let's see. Yeah, optimize your bio, have a space between this. I think I told you before, don't do this consistent post. No one cares about your consistent post. They only care about the end result. Use a capital in the first thing, the first words of your thing. Then the one page for your gains, your gym helping you achieve your dream life. Your career starts by clicking follow. Try to do something with a community or something like that. No one cares about the consistent posts. Like, don't just remove that. Have different emojis that relate to your logo. Take, for example, a logo from the internet, or for example, remove the circle and then just have that person black and white, right? Just have that person black and white. Remove the circle, remove the letters, and then just use that. That will be good. Then use remixing. Watch the thingy, the YouTube. But obviously, what I see here is you posted on February 6th and you haven't posted consistent at all, right? So you not posting consistent at all is the worst thing you can do. I would literally just delete this account and create another one, because these followers don't mean shit if nothing happens, right? So create a new account, optimize your logo and everything, and then just start with that. Let's see, and start with consistent posting, because you've not been consistently posting. And you've used follow for follow. Let's see, Kimmy. Yeah, it's looking good, man. Looking good. Keep doing what you're doing. Analyze why certain why certain pieces of content work better than others. So also implement this system. Same here, right? What does this reel say? It's a before and after reel, right? Engage more with the comments, right? So people who comment under your post right here as well. Try to create more engagement, and then overall it looks really good, man. Looks really good. Jesus, man, a lot of pages to analyze. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Mindset.db. If this is a reposted page or reposted content, don't post this content. Post different content, because this content only works when you make it yourself. Then same thing here. Look at different people. Make that competitor list. Revisit this whole module or this whole recording. Revisit that. Watch this recording as well, and then understand the main factors of an Instagram theme page. Take notes. Make a plan with like your bio, name, etc. Your name looks good, although your username looks shit. I would use the username like this. For example, money mindset, or money mindset, or this, or like the best thing for your username is to have 2 keywords. Like, use that username. Logo is pretty decent, although you could optimize it in the future, outsource it to someone, but overall looks good. And then optimize your bio, look at other people's bios and see how you can optimize that. What is your end goal that you want to achieve with your page, and why is your page different than other people? Let's see. Okay, optimize your logo, take away the stripes, take away the quotes, just have this person with a black and white or the white background and just this statue. Optimize the quotes by making it more bolder, for example. Making the quote like bolder and overall looks decent. I would try to play around with a few different styles, maybe quotes, more like Twitter quotes or something like that. Look at different quote pages, look at how they are doing it. Quote, stoic. Look at their styles. For example here, right? This looks way bolder than this. This is skinny text. Same here, right? This is bold text. This is basically what you copy pasted probably. But like this is bold text. This is skinny bean text. And then also optimize your bio a bit. Like what's the end goal that you want to achieve. And maybe have an emoji here as well. Because I think, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this looks really good, man. You create your own content, which is good. Yeah, I would just try to also go to this video, understand this system, and ask yourself, where do you get the clips from? Where do you get the quotes from? And look at different pages that, for example, already have the quotes, and take the quotes of the most viral pieces of content, and then basically use them on other pieces of content as well. And as you can hear, I'm just losing my voice. But overall, your page looks good, man. Good stuff. Just stay consistent. Maybe optimize your bio a bit, but overall looks good. Let's see. Your steps to success. Post more of this content. This content as well. More masculine content. Post more masculine content. Masculine, feminine, etc. And obviously this worked because you saw it on TikTok and everyone posted it. Same here, you know, mental health, relationship. Go more in that route. You'll definitely like grow a shit ton of followers. Use remixing. Thanks, man, for guiding me. Of course, man. Shall I send mine even though I started yesterday? Sure, man. Go ahead. Luxury mindset. But yeah, this page looks good. Although I would change your logo. Well, you can leave it if you want to, but change your highlight covers. The color differences between colors is really inconsistent. Okay, then here I have a space between this, right? And then second goal, yeah, this like decent bio. Remove the hashtag, doesn't add any value whatsoever. Same with you, use the same colors as your logo. Then if you make the content yourself, good stuff, man, keep doing that. And same question to you, like look at different pieces of content that did better. So what I would also do a bit more if I were you, like use more super cars, for example, or let's see, use a few more nature clips. It's very hard to say. I would just test it out. Motivation master. Yeah, same thing here. I have a space between here to inspire your brain. Motivational quotes. Maybe remove this and then just have follow to become a motivation master, or follow to become a master of your motivation. That could be a really good one. And then just remove this one. Healthy lift. Okay, don't have a dot in your name or an underscore or a letter or whatsoever. Don't use this like TikTok watermark. You just downloaded it from there instead of looking at the video modules and just seeing that you can't download something with the watermark. You have to do it through a watermark remover. Then your bio is not optimized at all. I see it's your page, Tariq. Tariq, just go to the video modules in the whole program. Start out at the beginning and just watch them. Just watch them step by step and don't speed up this, because this really not good, man. Like the logo is good, but then the username is not good. The name is not good, the bio is not good, there's 2 hashtags in here that don't add any value, you repost it with the downloading of this, like literally just revisit the whole program. Let's see, millionaire mindset. Oh. Can't seem to find your page. Not sure if it's this one. I've originally is applicable to me. Yeah, if you have a religious account, just send it over. Gotta go, guys. Thanks for the information. Good night, guys. Yeah, for sure, man. Like revisit the whole recording after. He just looked at it, calmed down. Stoic guidance. Yeah, I already looked at it, man. I already looked at it. I already gave you feedback. So remove the dot in your name. Or sorry, you don't have a dot. It's good. Change your logo, right? So remove the stripes. Remove the quote thingies. Just have a white background with this guy. And use more bolder text. And look at... Oh, wow. 108 weeks ago. Okay, start a new account. Didn't even see this. Start a new account because your account is worth shit just because you were inconsistent. And use the same layout, but then more bold. Like, use bold text. Motivation, more... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good stuff, Macho. Or, yeah. Average account is applicable for me. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, go ahead. But I do have to hop off in like a minute. So, anyone who wants to get feedback, share it now. Otherwise, share it on the weekly meeting next week. How often do you have to post to be consistent? 1 time per day minimum and go all the way up to 3 times a day. This is something you would test out every single week for yourself. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, then what I would do is change your username. Do something like, for example, like this. Or way to make it like, yeah, don't have underscores, dots, or numbers or whatever. And Tariq, I would highly recommend you to just like revisit all the modules. Like delete the page maybe even. Don't speed it up. Like just revisit everything, take notes and understand everything, ask questions. Should I pre-made my videos already in a week or 2 or post them when they're ready to be post them when they're ready to be like consistent. Like when you're ready to start, you then look at the things, etc. And then from there you start being consistent. Yeah, got you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, looks good, man. Looks good. You can share your wins as well for this as well if you want to. And what you can also do is shorten your link that you have in the bio to a bit.ly link. So if you go to bit.ly.com, so bit.ly, for example, you can actually make a very short link that doesn't seem spam. Let's see, that's not mine. Yeah, it is yours, Alexander, but basically I mistaked with the dot. I corrected myself. Okay, thanks, man. I'm going to dip because it's 3 in the morning. Good stuff, man. Well, this is what I mean, you know, you're just showing up here just shows how much you're willing to do this. So have a good one. I'll speak next week. And obviously, you guys, if you actually are truly serious about all the shit you said about your life and willing to change, review the meetings, review the meeting replays, review everything. But yeah, I do have to hop off now, unfortunately. I have a mastermind to attend of a pretty big guy and a friend of mine. So